Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Look at what I am doing. Hear that? See that? This is Star Wars. This is Tatooine. This are the two sons of Tatooine. This is Star Wars. This is Star Wars the way it has to be. You see this wonderful scenery? This is Star Wars. And I would not want it any other way in my video games. Alright, so this is Star Wars Galaxies, which died last December and has been resurrected by diehard fans with SWG EMU or SVG EMU, which isn't entirely an emulated server. This here, ladies and gentlemen, is quite frankly a marvel at something the fans can do given enough passion. This is basically the this is the Star Wars Galaxies MMO. The way it was initially, before the NGE and then combat, I mean the CU updates that everybody hates. Before all that, this is what Star Wars Galaxies was like, minus the heavy lag, of course. There's currently one server, and it's basically now it's almost always full, capped at 3,000 people online simultaneously, which is awesome, by the way. The server is quite well populated, and I'm very pleased with that. Mind you, this is still an alpha version, or I don't know if it's even an alpha, but there's a lot of interest towards this project already. It definitely doesn't work as well. You can see that I have a very high ping. It's mainly because I reside outside of US. There are bugs with a lot of things in this game. It's very playable though, but as you can see, my quest waypoints don't work. There's supposed to be a person standing inside that glowing pillar of light, but there's very seldom a NPC populated when you accept a mission. So I rolled or generated a character which is an artisan. Basically I'm a crafter, and yeah, since this is an massively multiplayer online role-playing game, I came up with a backstory that I was just stranded here on Tatooine, on this desert planet of a planet, and without any memories or anything. So I just wake up and all I have are the clothes on my back and all that. So I'm a novice artisan. I want to go with the path of getting to an architect, because I want to build a house or a city or something. That's so cool. Currently I have 6,000 credits in my bank, which I am going to use to buy a swoop pike, which is basically a mount, but a really cool one. You may have seen them around here. Here we go. Here's one speed bike. There's a speed bike swoop. The swoop one looks actually cooler. It's like a bigger one. Although the speed bike is just so classic Endor stuff, right? I'm alright. Right, so I'll try to accept another mission, because I'm like 1,000 credits short of the bike. But doing the missions, not so easy when it's not actually working. Yes, I want to accept this mission. So this is a truly sandbox MMO. You don't have like a story. The story is what you make of it. And it's so damn good. I don't know whether to be happy or sad that I never got into Star Wars Galaxies when it was live, because of the horrible updates that everyone complains about. But this is just so good. I couldn't even imagine if BioWare took all those $300 million and made an open world sandbox MMO Star Wars game. That would have been just amazing, okay? But yeah, the amount of freedom you got in this game is just crazy. I know it looks crappy first off, of course, but it's just the scope of it is amazing. I can't believe any developer would ever just come up with this shit. Like, I want to make a game that's totally free, open, and nice rollbacks here with the lag. And just look at that, it's R5D5. What are you doing here, little buddy? Nobody knows. I can examine him and see that he will most likely kill me in one hit, because I am not a combat-oriented class. Basically, you're a blank sheet, a tabula rasa when you start the game. You can do anything you want. You can go and learn any of the professions freaking that exist. Although you have to choose kind of a starting out point, and I went with artisan because I want to get to crafting right away. And you see again, no NPC has been spawned, which really sucks, which means that the quest didn't work. And it happens more on this laggy server. There is one test server that has like 100 people online at most, so stuff there is much easier and less laggy. Hey, check this out, it's a greater womp rat, and that shit will just tear me apart if I engaged it. With my puny pistol, by the way. So, yes. I don't even know where to start. I guess I could do some surveying, which is one of my main abilities. With surveying, I can extract raw materials from the planet's crust and then do stuff with it. I guess I want to scan for metals, really. No thanks. You scan for stuff, and then if it finds something like it did, it displays it on your little HUD minimap here. It also creates a light pillar for you. Then you go there and start scanning, extracting, and then you gather raw materials which you can use to craft. And very nice, it's under this building. Obviously I'm not going to demolish the building to get to this resource, so I'm gonna have to pass this up. The control scheme is really nice. You may see the central screen green HUD thingy. It's basically my crosshair, and I can unlock the mouse from the third person like camera mode by clicking a button, and now I have traditional mouse look or thing I can use to do stuff on the HUD. This is my minimap, it displays stuff. Up here you have your basically character resources, or if any of those 3 bars is depleted, you're incapacitated. Yeah, I did it, I pronounced it. So you can be incapacitated 3 times, after which you will die, and then you will look at this. Look at this. Tatooine. The frontier. This is amazing. I know it looks like stupidly boring, but trust me, it's not. It's something, it's just so liberating to see. Look, there's a rock! I mean, what is a rock made of on Tatooine? Probably just of rock molecules. But anyway, if you are half of a Star Wars fan, this is just such a great thing to experience. It's such total freedom. Oh hey, let's do the oh yeah, this is my crafting window. I can craft stuff. I want to craft this rifle at some point so I can take on at least some kind of guys, but yeah, it's not gonna be easy. I haven't done almost any resource extraction because I've been working on missions to build up my credit bank. I have 6,000. I need like 7 to buy the swoop bike, but missions are really difficult to get to work, so I have to snipe for a time where everyone is offline. And now I'm gonna get a sample. You have to kneel to get samples. So I can spend like a few hours just sitting here. Hey, where's that guy going? Baba Baka. Original name. So yeah, you see I got 3 units of metal or copper. That's very nice, right? And I can just sit here and keep doing it for, you know, forever, for however long I have the green bar you see at the top left of the screen. It keeps depleting whenever I do stuff, like actions. The basically red bar is for my health and the blue bar is for my mind. So yeah, you can go insane here. You see a bunch of people harvesting there as well. Nobody wants to go off to the wilderness where there are monsters and stuff. You really should want to go with a party. Basically everything in this game is player made. You can't walk up to an NPC and just buy shit. Hell, you can't even sell shit right now because the trash vendors aren't working. I don't know if they were in the original game or not, but they are working on getting like, you know, trash vendors here, so you can sell stuff to them that you don't want. Otherwise you just put everything you make or have or find up on the bazaar network, which is like an auction house basically. So it's a player run community and market and economy basically. You can have player cities, you can have your own house, you can do space flight. I don't think you can do space flying right now because it isn't yet implemented, since this is an alpha version, but it's cool. If you watched... Basically there was an Ask Me Anything on Reddit with the Sony Online Entertainment, some kind of a lead man, I don't remember his name, I'm so embarrassed and sorry. But basically he said that Star Wars Galaxies was handled poorly. They regret and are very sorry for implementing those stupid updates that drove people away even more and alienated the game from what it was originally supposed to be. And that they are in the future looking to returning to the sandbox open world RPG MMO games, which sounds very freaking exciting to me because I'm really tired of those on the rail stuff. I see this one of these open world kind of sandboxy game being my main I don't know, MMO then, or just my main game, and you know, then just playing like SVTOR or Star Wars The Old Republic, just for the lightsaber reaction that you crave sometimes. Like, you know, you just sometimes you want to jump in for a round of Battlefield or something, just to for a few minutes, just to shoot stuff and experience some action. But you want some meaningful progression and kind of exploration. Then you need like an open world sandbox game, I think. So yeah, there are so many things to talk about in this game. Let's do the missions. You have the artisan missions, bounty hunter missions, entertainer missions, exploration missions. You just have to explore the planet, basically. They're all very lackluster and not very thought out because they're just basically there to give you something to do and generate credits. But it's just still awesome if you think of a backstory there, or if you just put some effort into actually playing it like it was Star Wars. And yeah, you can be a Jedi Knight here, but it would take you like 1 trillion years to figure out. There are basically like 3 random professions chosen when you create the character, and if you learn all those 3, you become a Jedi. You unlock Jediism. But they're random and you don't know what they are, so it's just gonna take you forever to find out. Right, so yeah, it's this exciting gameplay. There is also PvP in this game, but it works differently. You basically have to choose your faction. I've joined up with the Imperials, the evil Empire, with, you know, the Darth Vader stuff and the Emperor. Mainly because I do not want to be a Jedi anyway, and that's enough mining for us right now. And I also want to try those missions again, because I want to get the swoop bike tonight. So yeah, I'm Imperial, but you can also be the Rebel, and then you can just fight each other, or create like huge warfare type of battlefields with many peoples or guilds joining up to assault the Rebel or the Imperial cities then. Yeah, it's very, very exciting. So I don't know how this project is gonna go, but I hope it goes to great lengths and much better. Basically, emulators aren't usually allowed and are shut down and even sued and stuff, but this one is quite legit actually. I found out that the project leads on this project have been in talks with LucasArts, and they have permission to use this IP for non-profit things. So basically they can't ask for a fee for this game, which is nice, but then again, you know, they have like server needs and some kind of expenses, so they need to figure out some ways to make this whole thing work, because it takes a lot of work to put the game like this live and basically host it on server, and as time is showing, this first server is already full at all the times basically, which kind of sucks, but also is showing that there is still a demand for Star Wars Galaxies. So I hope they get funded some way. I don't know if they can do a Kickstarter, or if they can ask for donations, or talk more to LucasArts or Sony or whatever to make this thing happen, because this is cool, and every MMO veteran should definitely at least try Star Wars Galaxies. So I'm going to put the link in the descriptions if you want to check out the forums for this little project, but you know, keep it hush-hush, don't bring too many people to this, because the server is already full. Yeah, so okay, thanks for watching.